like to call the June 3rd, 2024 meeting of the Tree Advisory Commission in session. Can we get an approval of the minutes from last month? Anybody have any changes or corrections?
I haven't seen them till just now. Does anybody else see them till just now?
Yeah, Marika sent them to us. Are you getting Marika's emails?
I don't know.
Okay. Make sure she gets your email
Okay.
address. We'll take a minute and go through so we can see anything.
Well, if everybody else has been through it, you didn't find anything, it's probably wrong, so I'll go to my account.
Okay. Can we get a motion to approve those minutes?
So make a motion to approve the minutes for May 6th meeting.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Public comment? No comment.
Well, thank goodness we don't have our comment to work.
Old business, tabled application, so, Brandywine Valley Services, we had, Alice's report on the budget, kind of answers a lot of the questions that we've had. So based on the information that I'm looking at.
Yeah, it's 2650 is their
Their
quote.
quote is for 2650, and I believe that's for the work on Gray Street.
And another one too, right? Is there another one in there?
There was something else included
It
in that.
sounds to me like there were three. There was Clayton, Gray, and another one, and now there's only Gray and another one. I think.
We had a 21 Holcomb Lane, 111 on Avenue. Then we had the trees on 11th Street, which is actually the Markle Trail. And then the 907 block of Gray Street.
Wow.
So
Okay.
it sounds like everything.
Okay, so yeah, that's all of those instead of Clayton. She probably was misunderstood or thought that was part of it, but it wasn't.
Clayton, we were told that, so that was 921 Clayton. That we were told that that was going to be taken care of in-house, but apparently
Yes.
912 Clayton Street
That's what she said.
is now being
Diane said.
contracted out. They're paying
Is it-
somebody.
Oh, really?
No, she said the city's gonna do it.
Yes.
Okay.
And they're gonna do it quickly, she said, but if you've known about it for a while, I know how quickly that is.
Yeah.
Because the woman is trying to get insurance and is having trouble because of the tree,
Yeah,
so.
that's the first I've heard that.
Yeah.
But, so,
It's gotten slower since. Our,
Oh, yeah.
do we have a new code inspector?
The new one.
Do we have a replacement for period?
It's gonna start the 24th, I believe.
New person? Okay. Thank you.
Oh, I don't know. I didn't know.
All right, so, any other old business that we need to discuss? The update on the 117 East Second Street, the big catalpa tree. I did send an email to request, possibility of city paying for a core sample in that tree. But at this point, because of the financial situation, I don't see that happening. So what we would have to do to get it done at this point is to raise funds or come, somehow reach out to the community to help out with getting this. On the big elm tree in front of the Amsel House was $1,600
For a trip, for a course sample?
for a core sample. So,
Wow. That, the testing and everything and all of that.
yeah, they, Norman could probably tell you more about it, but they drill in and take a core out and then analyze the wood.
Can I see how old it is? Is it trying to get
See,
the age? Is that?
More about health, isn't it?
Oh, health. Oh, okay.
All right, so, being that I just found this out, let me work on some ideas of what we can do. We might be able to do a GoFundMe or, I don't know how much the owners are willing to contribute, so I have to check with them and then.
You know, when the birdhouses at the end of Bull Hill were destroyed, I guess. They wanted to get some new ones and they put it out there in the weekly, what was going on, and they
Yeah.
got plenty of money out of that. So it's a possibility because it's, you know, the oldest tree, catalpa tree in the state. It's kind of sexy, you know, might get a little money.
Yeah, I will do that. Okay. Any other old business that you guys? Anything, any other discussions on Washington? You had an issue with update with the Washington Street, right? Sir, or did we all hear that last month?
Next month, I think.
That was all we discussed. But basically, that those trees are on state property. And from what we can tell, so the city is not going to be responsible for the removal of those
Right.
trees.
Oh, really?
Yeah,
Oh,
But the guy's not mad
funny that
about
we
it.
just
The
planted them there.
restaurant, You know, the pizza place? Three countries. That's who it was. He says, you eat free pizza. I said, no, you won't. No, he was gonna give me a free pizza. If he was staying for life, maybe, you know, yeah, I need 10 a day.
Moving on to new business, new applications, application 2024-08. Roderick and Geraldine Gillespie, 24 West Fourth Street, and they're requesting a planting of a new tree. They already have a tree pit. They had a tree in front of their house that died quite a while ago, and it actually sat there dead for a month. But they are now requesting a new tree.
well, there, you know, West Fourth Street, which I live on, has gotten a lot of new cherry trees, a lot.
Yeah.
So maybe they've seen the planting and now they're thinking they'd like to get in on the planting there. Yeah.
That's the one with the picture, right?
There was a special birthday. Yeah, it's in front of
It's actually on their property? I mean, they're on their front lawn or is that just the house? That is their house, I know that, but I'm assuming they wanted to, you know, burn one of those things, so.
So if you think we should plant a tree for that, or fulfill that request, we need somebody to make a motion
Is that the,
for
they
the,
requested a Persian ironwood?
is that what it says?
Was that what it was, or was that what they wanted?
Yeah, Persian Ironwood trees were already planted in the city. At the corner of this.
I don't
No,
really,
that's what was planted. Do they know what kind of tree they want, or we just go to motion for a tree?
I don't think that's,
yeah, I mean,
this must be the tree, right? That is dead.
No,
the tree was taken out quite a while ago. I'm not sure, I'll have to go check with Ron to see what our inventory is
okay,
at this
gotcha.
point.
Okay.
And then we'll hold off till next month,
Yeah.
table that.
Motion to table that till next month's meeting.
Second,
Okay, all in favor?
I,
Aye.
All right, application 2024-09, Sabrina Tapley, 107 North Catron Circle, pruning request. That, I just drove out there and it's in a nice little neighborhood off of Route 9. The tree that is the issue is in their backyard. It looked like a big oak tree from the photo. Scott has volunteered to go out to see if he can determine if he thinks it's part of the city responsibility.
It's behind their fence.
Yeah,
So,
Now, I don't know if there's houses back
is it
there.
Washington Square or?
yeah, I got it right here.
so this is not actually in their backyard, but it's in,
Behind their backyard.
yeah.
But
That's their house. That's
what
where-
they're asking to have trimmed It's over there. you are.
Is the stuff that's in their yard,
Yeah.
yeah, okay.
It's like north of,
No,
Oh, way up there.
it's I guess Collins Park.
Yeah, right before you get to the convene. Oh.
what do you
that
think?
Called,
Well, I'm wondering if it's, like I said, it may be state property, not city.
Yeah, it's fine.
So we need to investigate whose property it is.
bus station, and there's the convenience store, oh, right before there. Oh, this is Boothurst neighborhood.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's actually right across the street from where I live at. Boothurst.
I was gonna ask you if you
It's right
were.
across the street from where I live.
Yeah, so what we need to, let's table that one as well and do a little research, find out who owns that property.
Make a motion that we table that till next month and also, find out who owns the property.
I can check my land parcel data. I can find out who owns that parcel.
I have a property, a map, an app that shows property info, and it's saying Boothurst Maintenance Corporation.
Oh, it's a HOA?
That's what it's looking like, yeah.
It must be there if it's not owned.
If it's an HOA, that's HOA.
I don't, this is not the Newcastle County tax records, but the app I
Can
have.
you do that? If you could find the actual line and then
Yeah.
maybe it might be an HOA.
Boothurst Maintenance Corporation.
It would have to be the.
Yeah.
All right. All right, let's table that. We'll do some more research and make a decision next month.
We have a motion, need a second and a vote. Seconds.
All in favor?
Bye.
Alright,
So approved. Okay, no other new applications. Tree watering seems to be going as planned. I know that Ron it's been exceptionally dry. They've been talking about adding more bags. I haven't done an update on that yet. Alice, if you want to briefly review
Yeah.
the budget report?
Yeah, so I talked to Diane Delgado in the city office this morning, and she sent me an email. Now, our current balance is $4,960, which sounds good, but the problem is that Bartlett.
Should we hand out Kleenex before?
Right. Get ready for the denouement. Anyway, Bartlett Tree Service, which every year apparently does treatments for ash borer. That quote is for 5819. Excuse me, and that actually is taken out of our budget, which I didn't know, and Carl, you didn't know either, right? So that's something that that's above and beyond anything that we're talking about even for next year's budget. And also, we have a quote out for the things that Carl mentioned earlier from Brandywine, and that is for $26.50. So, and as Diane says, that doesn't include the fees for the police. We actually pay a fee for using this office. I don't know what it is, but it's probably $150.
You know something?
Anyway, so right now, just if we are talking about the Brandywine and the Bartlett, our account is over budget by $3,509.
Let me clarify though, says we'll be paying Bartlett half of the quote for the ash board, so she's gonna be paying them half of 58.
Right. Yeah, so that's what, $2,900.
You know something?
I think when she got to the 3,509, I think she used the whole amount of 5,800. She only has an invoice for half of it right now, and she doesn't know when the rest of it is going to be done. The treatment, I mean, at which point they'll send us an invoice.
But it's possible that the second half of the work will be done in the new budget year.
It's possible.
Oh, but still, we're gonna have to, I'll tell you the truth. I've been here, this is now my 6th year.
You never heard of that before?
I never heard anything about that.
Well, I know when I mentioned it last month, you were surprised by it. We said we didn't do anything with Bartlett. She says that is, ordered through the city and every year, but it's taken out of the tree commission budget.
Are they treating every single ash, or are they doing every skipping?
I didn't get the details of the treatment, but I know they do it every year, so,
From what I'm
Probably
told, those treatments last a few years.
do they?
Isn't that right, Norm? Don't they last a few years?
I don't think you do it every year, but I don't know
So
for
maybe
sure.
this is every other year, but she says we always take it out of the budget, so it sounded like it was
You
gonna be.
remember
a-
if
a
it's 2 or
continuing.
3 years, because they do it.
Or maybe they do half of them one year and half.
Where are all these ash trees?
Well, there's there's street trees, but I've noticed about 6 of them, maybe 3 off the top of my head that are half dead. And I don't think they should be treating ones that need to be taken down. I have 2 in front of my house, and I'm the corner of Harmony and Second. And I have noticed the injection sites and my tree, but I don't know when the last time they did it. So I don't know if they're.
I wish I could tell you more
Yeah.
details, but I really don't have them. That's something I could,
I guess we should find out what trees they're injecting,
Yeah,
and if it gets too expensive.
I mean, if the trees already half dead, there's no point in trying to say how dead tree.
Yeah,
Rick, it's a one tree.
No, but Ron, Ron knows everything happened in the
Yeah.
trees.
but you know what we should think about, if it's too expensive to treat all the ash trees, we should select a few that are the best and maybe put money into those.
So we have to find out who is in charge of this whole,
Okay.
the decision process. I'm assuming it's Rick, but
All right.
I don't
But
know.
Rick hasn't been here for.
Yeah. But I just did, if we only pay Bartlett, according to what it says, paying them half this week, that's, approximately 2,900. And then the Brandywine Services quote is down to 1150, so.
no, no, it's not. She was mistaken with that. If you look at the second email. Yeah, sorry. I was confused and I asked the question.
So how much are we gonna?
So it's 2650, not 1150.
So it is 2,650,
Yeah,
so,
the Clayton one apparently was not in the bid, but she thought it was, but it wasn't.
we are over budget, but not by 2,000. We're over budget by $550.
Plus the police fees, whatever they are. Yeah, but that's certainly better. That's, if the rest of the Bartlett invoice comes
Yeah, I-
outside of the.
I mean, to me, it seems like we just put a hold on everything. And,
Yeah,
other than what they committed to, they've already committed to the Gray Street, they committed to the
mhm.
Clayton Street.
So the one on the, today, would have been done a year ago, and we're still pushing it all.
Clayton Street? Oh, the
one that's on the,
trail. Yeah, because, that's,
that she was committed to at least a year ago, more than a year ago.
unfortunately, we can't get water out of rock, so we're gonna have to, at this point, any incoming requests are gonna have to be on hold until we have our new budget. And apparently they're in negotiations now.
Yeah, as a matter of fact, there's gonna be a budget meeting tonight here at 7 o'clock. So,
All right,
and, from city topics, which, I don't know if you get that
yes,
email, but
Yeah.
he was talking about the fact that the city has a lot of things that have to be taken care of that maybe were put off in order to keep the taxes down. And sort of now you've got to pay the piper. So it looks like next year's budget is either gonna be really stringent or they're gonna have to raise taxes. And they have been so reluctant to raise taxes in this town. So I don't know, I'm not hopeful that we're gonna have a better budget next year, is what I'm saying. I hope, it would be nice, but, we have to face the realities.
Time's meeting here tonight.
are you working tonight?
7 o'clock, it's a meeting here tonight.
Can anybody go?
Feed you.
No. No food
So
involved.
when does the budget have to be approved by?
I don't know the actual approval, the budget year, fiscal year starts July 1st.
Right.
Technically, it should be approved before June 30th. But it can be delayed. It can be approved unbalanced if necessary.
You mean like, if we approve the bottom line and then you distribute it later, is that what you're talking about?
You approve an unbalanced budget
Oh, you approved an unbalanced budget, yeah.
and then you amend it as necessary.
Approve it of the work in progress.
That's not the best case scenario.
Yeah.
Well, I wonder what happens if the bills come, Bartlett comes in and, Brandywine comes in this month. Do they pay them or do they say, sorry, we can't pay you yet because we're over budget? I don't even know.
When I was in the school education system, we would say, we'll pay you in a new
Yeah, that's what
budget year.
I would assume that's what you do.
Yeah.
Anyway,
All right.
good news.
I'm sure we're not the only one.
Oh, absolutely.
Any miscellaneous issues that we want to discuss? Ron had reached out about talking about fall planting and thinking about watering trees, and I think he had sent you an email.
Yes.
So Alex and I will get together with him and see what we need to do to start planning for the fall. We, just for the record, I was looking at the summer calendar. We do not meet in August. We will be meeting in July, but it's July 1st. Which I think historically is a tough night to have a meeting, but I'm gonna be around, but if anybody else, think about it, if you know in advance that we're.
I won't be here.
You will not be here?
No, I'm just getting back from vacation on July 1st
Okay,
and I'll be flying to the United States.
fly faster.
Yeah, they'll go immediately from
drop
the
you off.
airport to the
Maybe
meeting.
just have them drop you off.
Well,
We're over. Well,
if everybody can look at their calendar and see what their availability is, and let me know. If we have an issue with the forum, then we'll have to cancel the meeting. Reschedule such.
I don't have that.
Only thing I got is us.
You got us? Okay. How are you, Art?
I'll be up here.
Okay. All right, so then, that'll be our next meeting. If we don't have anything else, I'd like to make a motion that we adjourn. Second. All in favor?
Hi.
Right.
Okay, Kathy.
You're welcome.